Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. I thought I'd done this. I was going through the DVDs. I'm like, you know what? I ain't watched Splatter Farm in a while. I've never done a video on Splatter Farm. All right, what this is the Splatter Farm, the retro 80s horror collection, camp motion pictures, guaranteed to turn the stomachs of any horror fan, Joe Bob Briggs. Splatter Farm is the only film with guts to push boundaries into new uncharted territory, Frank Headlong. What this is, man, this case is jacked. Let's see. Okay. This is one of the earliest shot on video released the VHS films. Came out on Don Michelle. It's a bitch to find a copy. This is the release from EI Entertainment's what I know them best as. They started this Camp Motion Pictures line to release a bunch of shot on video 80s and 90s horror. This is the Polonia Brothers. There's only one on left. It was Mark and give me the other one's name now. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Sorry about that. But they were young. I mean, did they show them anywhere in here? Fuck, I don't think so. You see the original artwork. I'll put this out because I'm going to read this. This has got a lot of information. They were twin brothers, and they used a home video camera and went and filmed this movie at a farmhouse that a friend of theirs aunt had. In summer of 1987, Splatter Farm was born, a movie that started careers as low-budget auteurs, and also filmed that haunts for years to come, much like filmmakers' first fledgling efforts. When we started production on Splatter Farm, we had no idea the impact it would have on the SOV community, and the ride it soon achieved as a cult classic. We went into it with grand thoughts. Get it released on VHS, make a few bucks, be seen by a few people, pay way to make more films. Okay, John and Mark Polonia. There's the cover of the original. That Don Michelle release is really hard to find. And that was it was hard to find. I never saw. It's one of those I heard about. I never saw a single Don Michelle release ever in a video store, and I was in video stores fairly frequently. I mean, a little town I grew up outside of. Well, between Moss Point and Pascagoula, Mississippi, there was probably, I'd say, a good 12 to 14 video stores. Starting about 84. When we first started getting them in there. And from then until 94, there was 12. Roughly 12. Then a Blockbuster moved to town and they all started shutting down. And by the time I left the coast, there was Blockbuster and like one or two others in the town. And now, as far as there's only one video store total on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And I think it might be closing soon. If it hasn't already. But Splatter Farm, these two cousins, they go to spend with their aunt. She got this handyman, it's a buddy of theirs actually. And he just kills people and eats them. Now, here's the thing. Because that Don Michelle release, it's hard to find. It was not very common. So, it's having a high price, I understand. There's two cuts of this film. That's the original cut. That was actually, from what the brothers have said, that was actually like their rough cut. They'd send it in Don Michelle, see if they're interested in the film. Don Michelle just released it. This is what they originally wanted. So this film is shorter because this is only... It does not list the time on the back. I can't remember, but it is missing a pile of scenes. Some of the scenes are like there's a scene where the guy gets a knife shoved in his ass. It's missing quite a few scenes. Now, for years and years there, before this came out on DVD, this guy right here, I cannot remember his name. He's not a friend with the brothers anymore. Remember, one of the brothers is dead. He was releasing on DVD a rip of the VHS, and every once in a while. That'll get ripped and thrown up on YouTube. It usually doesn't last long, so if you see it, grab it. Come on out there. Unless you're, hell, even if you're on the phone, there's all kinds of free software that'll rip YouTube for you, or, pay $20, $30. You can get a decent one that'll do more than just what the other ones will do. But this movie, I have gotten where I enjoy these shot on video things back in the day. I never saw much of most of them. Heard about them, like I heard about Cannibal Camp Out. I heard about, Wood Chipper Massacre, Splatter Farm. I just never got into any of them, mostly because I couldn't find them anywhere. And there were ones where the video sales like, well, we could order you a copy. Okay. That's $80. No. Because, if y'all don't know VHS, back in the day, there was two price categories for VHS. There was price for retail and price for rental. Price for rental was anywhere from $50 to $100. Price for retail was 20 to 35-ish for single tape stuff. That's why if you go to my other channel, my DIY Mississippi Film Work channel, I've been doing some wrestling magazine flip throughs. You'll see those on there. The WWF magazines, their videos were $60 plus $3 shipping. That's why I hardly knew anybody that had those tapes back in the day. But video stores had them. I did not start getting any of those until years later when, video stores were closed and I could buy their older stock, old stock and get them cheap. Like Hollywood Video, I got Saturday Night's Main Event from. I got a Shawn Michaels tape. I got a few of them. But man, fucking Splatter Farm. It's just, you enjoy gore and you enjoy, you can handle low budget shit. And just watching the twins in this, because they play themselves basically. They got these really bad high school mustaches. You know what I'm talking about? The mustache where it's about 10 hairs. I had that, but I was in like 6th grade. Yeah. You go back on this channel. There's 1 or 2 times where I've actually showed my face clearly. And you can see I got heavy facial hair. And I could grow a full mustache. I mean, I have a picture I show some people. I might end up doing it on here one time. It is my 7th grade class photo. And I look grown in it. Like, everybody shows it, it's like, oh, you're about 20-something in that? I'm like, no, I was like 12. Great. I don't know if this is out of print or not. Let me go look. I'm going to go look. Just look on Amazon, see if they got any copies for sale. I mean, I ain't the best judge for this kind of stuff, but it works. I want to say it's out on Blu-ray now. There's a 2-disc set. The original. No, they do not have a copy of this version. They have the 2-disc set. What's on that? Let me see what's on this 2-disc set. It's a limited edition. It's $25. Where's it from? Oh, Pop Cinema, who, I don't know who that is. Please tell me. Okay, it does not really say, but there's a return to Splatter from the One Brother's Still Alive has actually made a sequel, which I wouldn't mind seeing. This is one where I rented it from like Netflix and watched it. I'm like, fuck, I want this. Put it on my wish list, and back in the day, and this was quite a few years back, for 4 members of the family passed. I had, by blood, 2 aunts and an uncle, plus my grandparents on my mother's side. And they all got me a little small something for Christmas, And what they ended up doing was I would just make a Amazon or DVD Empire or whatever wish list, send it to my one aunt, and then she would do the buying for her and my grandparents, and the other aunt would come over to that aunt's house, look through the list, and do the buying for her and my uncle. Well, one of my aunts has passed, that uncle's passed, but my grandparents passed. So just my aunt, I call her my midget aunt because she's very short. She's like, she claims 5'2", but she puffs her hair up and puts on shoes with big soles, thick soles. You're 4'11", and we know it. I think she's the one that got to me, but it might have been who I call my crazy aunt. My crazy aunt loved horror. Like, we had so much in common, like in our what pop culture, besides music. We did not agree on music. Like TV shows, all that, we had so much in common. I miss that aunt. I miss both my grandparents. Even though I didn't care for the guy that much, I actually miss my uncle a little bit. But they got this for me. I love it. It's up on the shelf, matter of fact. I'm really tempted to sit down and watch this again, because I've not watched this in a long time. I might put this on to get through filming, but anybody out there remember Splatter Farm besides me? Anybody out there watch it? Did you ever see this on VHS back in the day? Do you own the VHS? If you do and have a way to transfer it to DVD, I will gladly cover shipping and give you a small little fee for your services, $10 to $12 total, 13. If you're overseas, I'll knock it up to 20. Because I really want to see it again. I had the rip off of YouTube, and that got lost on my computer. My laptop went down. They had to reinstall the OS on. They just wiped everything. The fucking Splatter Farm. I hope you enjoyed that, man. If you did, give me that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.